I personally hope that everyone is ready for the dumpster fire that was the year 2020 to end. I know I sure am. One of the few bright spots was the announcement that Zack Snyder's Justice League will live on HBO Max. As I said in a previous video and in many other videos, I sincerely hope that a similar victory occurs for director David Ayer with Suicide Squad, and I do believe that it will. Batman v Superman to me is a movie that not only deals with some tough questions, but also is one I personally consider a thinking man's movie. It is a movie that has caused debates more heated than when discussing the Star Wars sequels and the Star Wars prequels. No superhero movie has garnered the amount of debate and discussion, but that in and of itself is a testament to its staying power and how a lot of the truths in the movie are especially relevant to our times now and the year 2020. Realism in movies is a necessary truth, and like shown in BVS, the media will try to demonize the truth. So it is no wonder that BVS has caused what are often redundant and easy to be debunked debates when these movies tell the truth, nothing but the truth, all with a powerful God. Because ultimately, the mass moviegoing audience doesn't wish to think and or try to understand the themes or questions or truths that a movie like BVS contains. It is always a matter of this is too dark, this is too depressing. If I had made the movie, I would have done this. Why is Superman a murderer? And these criticisms, quote unquote, which are oftentimes again wrong or easily debunked, don't stop at movies. No, they oftentimes turn into personal blows. The mass movie-going audience has become accustomed to comfort food or escapism. So naturally, when you have a movie like A Tenet or a movie like Mother exclamation point or a movie like Blade Runner 2049 or a movie like Batman v Superman, if it is not fun, safe, hilarious, and childish, then it is all of the unreasonable and unfair things that these audience members say it is. So it's why a movie like Tenet gets criticized for being unfunny when Christopher Nolan never said that Tenet was a comedy. And Batman v Superman exposed and revealed a lot of this. It shows that the audience is not necessarily ready for the truth that is contained in these films, like the truth that is unity, or a simple truth such as knowing that in spite of there being dark and troubling days, that there will always be light at the end of the tunnel, and that hope can come in many forms. So this is why now, instead of arguing about why I feel Batman v Superman is great, or why certain people get a lot of things wrong about the movie, I instead try to find like minded individuals, usually those who are open minded and folks who celebrate movies like Man of Steel, Watchmen, and Batman v Superman. And if you're on social media, then you already know that it is never easy. It hurts to see some of your favorite filmmakers or comic book writers like a Dan Slott or a Ryan Johnson also join in on the hate train, but it just ultimately shows how entitled and just they can be. And even as we approach the year 2021, even as we have entered a new decade, and even as we look forward eagerly to Zack Snyder's Justice League, many of us may be wondering, will these things get better? Will people leave the fan base alone? And will the critics actually come to their senses? And the reality is that ultimately, those things don't matter as much as we think they do. The honest to God truth is that the movie is coming out as it should, and that a fan base changed the entire world in more ways than one. The reality is that Batman v Superman will always be discussed because it is just that impactful as a movie. The reality is, no matter how good a Marvel project is, the fact that a movie that is 4 years old that lives rent free in haters' minds this long is a testament and also exposes that there are those who not only try to rationalize being stuck in their ways, but again, also those that hate the truth. So ultimately, I'm not going to tell anyone to not argue online with these people because I'm no one's dad. And sometimes you learn even more when you argue with these individuals. But what you got to understand and come to terms with is that the important thing is that no one can take away your love and admiration for Batman v Superman. With that said, I'm not Moses. I can't part the internet and I can't bring down the walls of mute on the haters and trolls. I can't walk on water like Jesus, nor can I cast out the haters or trolls. Ultimately, people like what they like and dislike what they dislike. And most of them aren't doing it for a Klondike bar. But most people are aware, most reasonable people, that is, are aware that the hate for Batman v Superman is ridiculous. The easiest thing to say to these type of individuals is to focus on the movies that they enjoy. But most of us know all too well that it never stops there. There is something really wrong with the person who enjoys or gets off on repeatedly tearing something down that others may like or love, and who does it repeatedly. And when these folks are unable to listen to reason and or understand why most of all of their complaints are invalid. But that's enough of that for right now. So, as some are already aware, Zack Snyder recently revealed on Vero that he's working on remastering the IMAX ratio of BVS, and that we'll be seeing a bit more. I know many who would love, like myself, to witness Batman v Superman in IMAX and relive the magic with Batman v Superman with some new things added in, even with theaters currently seemingly being in trouble. Batman v Superman scenes like the death of Superman, the warehouse scene, the nightmare scene, and scenes like the initial first stare down between Batman and Superman would all to me look and sound great at a different ratio. And if there's more stuff that we don't know about, then I sure as hell personally would want to see it. There's a rumored different ending out there for Sucker Punch, for example, which is a Zack Snyder film for those that are unaware. And aside from Zack Snyder's Justice League, Army of the Dead, and Army of the Dead Las Vegas, who knows what else we have in store. And, needless to say, as fans of Zack Snyder, we definitely do want more. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Smash the like button the same way that the haters and trolls want you to smash your keyboard typing the same thing in response that you typed 2 or 3 years ago. Thank you all for tuning in, and peace.